You all know it's kitchen time, right? So I am going to chef up something. So guess what? Your girl is now a content creator doing cooking. Okay? So today actually I'm gonna show you how to make the famous Jamaican porridge. Yes, the super famous Jamaican strongback porridge. So if you never watched me do it on my live before, this is a perfect opportunity to get the proper ingredients how to start this porridge. Famous Jamaican porridge. So stay tuned for the blast. Yes. So the porridge here when I make is not for anybody. Okay? And porridge will make your baby. And if you're not ready for that yet, stay away from it. Okay? Stay tuned. Okay? Let's dive right into it. Okay, let's take a look on the ingredients. All right? There you go. So all these ingredients is what I am going to use. All right, so this is 1 cup of peanut. This is 2.5 cup of oatmeal. This is 2 cup of cornmeal. And this is Irish mash. I don't know if you know of it. I am going to wash this with some warm water and let it soak. This is 2 well-ripe bananas. Normally, if it's not this ripe, I would use 4 bananas that is not well ripe. I have 4 green plantain here because I'm making a lot. I'm gonna break it down for you. This is cinnamon powder. I have a nutmeg. I have vanilla, and I have almond essence, and also the famous coconut milk. So these are the ingredients, and I am just going to start getting this dish ready. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's get the show on the road. So the first thing, I'm going to light the stove with a quart of water. So let's get down in how I get my famous Jamaican porridge ready and going for breakfast. So I am peeling the green plantain right now, guys. Um, as I said before, it's 4 green plantain. Why? Because the plantain is something that have some iron into it, and I kind of want the iron, so I decided to like do a little bit more plantain than the rest of the ingredients. So I'm peeling the plantain. I already washed them. You have to wash your stuff. So I washed them before, and when I peel them, I'm still going to wash them. So I clean as I go. Guys, please remember to hit that like button. It will be greatly appreciated. And if you um, enjoy my content, don't be afraid to tell me. Let me know in the comment section. So I'm washing my plantain now. I already peeled my 4 plantain, and I'm washing them right now. So I'm going to cut them up. And remember, I'm making a lot because I want to put some in the freezer that I don't have to boil it all the time. So I'm peeling my 2 ripe banana, extreme ripe banana. As I said before, if you are making a bunch like this amount, then you use 4 bananas. Normally I use 4 bananas. And even if they're well ripe, because it's a lot, you can use 4 bananas. All right, so this is the coconut milk. I'm going to use a 3/4 can of coconut milk, not the whole thing. Yeah, if it leaves to me alone, I do it, but I would put the whole can in it. But I'm not going to use the whole can right now. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to blend, and I'm gonna blend my ingredients, guys. And listen to me how I do this. I am going to blend the plantain first. Yeah, I realize my camera. I have to fix my camera. I realize the camera, you're not seeing clearly. So right here, I'm fixing the camera. So I'm gonna blend my plantain. It's a little bit too much milk in here, so I'm gonna throw too much liquid. So I'm gonna throw some in a container for the next blend. So I'm putting as much as the blender can hold. This blender is very good, guys. So you don't have to chop your things that small. It chop it up for you. So I just put it on chop first, and then I'm gonna eventually put it on blend. So you have to make sure it blend real fine because you don't want it to be coarse when you finish making your porridge. So I'm adding the rest of the plantain, and then I'm going to just blend everything right now. So get your ingredients, put it together, and get your pot. I'm gonna need this to mix the porridge, but I have to rinse it out first. I just rinse it, put it in a bowl, get it ready to stir the porridge. Then I add the oatmeal, guys. Yeah, so I'm blending the plantain and the oatmeal in one container, and I'm cleaning as I go. Just add the rest of the oatmeal. So as you can see, the blender is full. Yes, the blender is full with the mixture. So you know the pot is going to be a big pot to hold everything because I add like a quart of water in the pot for it to start boiling. Before I add this, the pot have to be boiling first. I am going to rinse this thing while I'm waiting for the water to be boiled. I am going to make sure all the salt is come out of the Irish mash, because if you don't take the salt away from it, it can make your porridge have this raw smell, because you know Irish mash is coming from the sea. So you have to make sure you wash it. So I wash it with hot water, and then I rinse it so many times with cold water. I'm just rinsing my peanuts because you know I don't know where they're coming from. So I have to rinse my stuff. I don't know where the Anne that prepare these stuff they come from. So I like to wash my stuff. There's the Irish mash. It's from Jamaica, produced in Jamaica. So they get it from the sea if you don't know what that is. So it's Irish mash. I'm gonna link the ingredients in the comment, not the comment, the description. I'll put it in the description. So right here, I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon of cinnamon powder. Then I am going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence. 1 tablespoon. Those are tablespoon, guys. Then I'm adding 2 tablespoons of my almond. Yes, my rose and almond from Jamaica. I love the flavor that it gives, like your sweet potato, your, cornmeal porridge, whichever porridge you're making or pastry. Yes, I love that flavor, except fruit cake. But when I'm making pudding, I love the flavor that it gave the pudding. So I'm blending all this up, and now the water is boiling, so get ready. There you go. I'm going to pour everything in here. Yes, getting my delicious, famous porridge. And this thing is so thick, the minute it hit the hot water, if you don't mix it right away, it will get lumpy. So you have to make sure that you keep mixing this until it be refined. You have to use this and the mixture and mix the porridge until it's becomes fine because it's going to be lumpy. Now I am going to blend the rest of the ingredients, which is the peanut and the Irish mash. So these guys, it takes a while for it to blend the peanut because I don't want to be drinking my porridge and have to be chewing on the peanut. So I put it in the blender for it to blend a little longer than how I would blend the oatmeal and the plantain. So the Irish mash take a while to blend, and also the peanuts. So these are going to take longer to get refined because I don't want any lump in my porridge. So guys, tell me where you're watching from while you're watching this video. Just tell me where you're watching from. And if you like this video, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up. I am just here cooking for you. So let me know in the comment section what you want me to cook next because I am ready. I'm going to add the cornmeal now to the peanut and the Irish mash and just blend everything in so that I don't have to mix it separate. Let's bring up the camera a little bit. Yeah, zoom it in. Add the cornmeal to this mix. There it is. Nice. And I am going to blend now. And I like to clean as I go, guys. Yes, I like to clean as I go because I don't want to be making a whole lot of mess. I know you're not seeing me, but you're seeing what I'm doing. So if you really want to make these ingredients because you are the only person that live, or it's just you and your husband, or just you and your child that you want to make it for, just narrow it down. Like do one plantain. If you want to do half a plantain, a half a cup of oatmeal, a half a cup of cornmeal. Yes, just bring it down to that. Just a teaspoon of essence instead of a tablespoon. The Irish mash, that's like a handful of Irish mash you see in that bowl. Yes, you can just use, and they also have the can. Yes, they also have the can Irish mash. So if you don't want to use that, you could always use the can one. Like you use a half a can if it's just one person, you're making it for yourself, and you can always freeze it. I'm gonna show you in the end. So I'm gonna use honey because my husband does not want any sugar. So guys, if you're making this for a lot of people, instead of using the honey, use the sugar. Yeah, you know the sugar give it a little nicer flavor, but we are mostly on the healthier side right now. We're not worrying about it. So I finished blend, and if, as you can see, it still have this lump to it. Yes, because the Irish mash did not blend out right out. It's hard to blend. You're gonna have it there for a very long time if you're gonna see that. That's the Irish mash. So I'm just gonna keep spinning it until, you know, yeah, and make sure it's not getting lumpy. So after boiling the Irish mash, yeah, because this have to stay on fire for an hour. Yeah, it have to stay on fire for an hour, and then it's gonna get refined. Well, not fully an hour. You could do 45 minutes. It's gonna get refined, guys. You will see in the end. Just keep spinning it. Just keep turning it for a good 4 to 5 minutes. You keep spinning. After you put this water in, you're gonna keep spinning for a good maybe 3 to 4 minutes. Yes. And then you just leave it there. Put the stove on medium for a good 10 minutes, and then you put it on low. Not too low, but low. A little bit below medium, and just leave it there for 45 minutes to an hour to cook. But just make sure you spin it properly, like keep turning it. Keep spinning it like this. Yeah. Turn it, spin it, whichever one it is. Just keep doing that for a good 3 to 4 minutes to make sure everything mixed out, because you don't want to finish this porridge and it is lumpy. Guys, this porridge, I told you, it's making you babies. You see all those ingredients, so everything is going to come together and it's just going to cook. You have to give it time for everything to cook. So now I'm going to add the honey, because the honey, just like the sugar, when you add sugar to something that is thick like this and it's on the fire, it's going to melt it down a little bit and it's going to get a little bit more watery. And I don't like when my porridge with water, so I'm not adding any more water to it right now. I'm adding the honey, because the honey is gonna loosen it up a little bit and make it come down a little bit from the thickness. So no more water. I'm not adding any more water to this. When it boiled, it's gonna eventually loosen, because these Irish mash is still in here that is making it thick. See, you see those little lump is the Irish mash. So as soon as it boiled, the first 30 to 40 minutes, those Irish mash is gonna dissolve. So it need more honey, because I know it's gonna be fresh. And because the Irish mash was in there, I didn't put any salt. Yes, and I'm supposed to add the nutmeg to it. I didn't I didn't show you when I add the nutmeg in this video, but I add the nutmeg and a little tip of salt to it, and it was good. Yep, keep mixing, guys. Keep mixing. You want to make sure everything is together. Yes, you have to mix this porridge because you don't want it to be lumpy, as I said. Keep going. Yes, now it's boiling. And when it boil up like this, it's on medium right now. A good 10 minutes. Let it boil up. As soon as it start boiling like that, you don't want it to burn. So you have to put it on a low temperature. Not too low where it's not boiling, but turn it down and don't let it burn, because you don't want to drink it if it's burned. You don't want your porridge to be burned. But look at it now, guys. This is like 20 minutes into it. You see how it's get refined already? Look at that. Yep, the Irish mash is boiled out. And that is really it. So I come back and this is the finishing. Yep, that's the finishing. So let me show you how I just dish it out. And yeah, there you go, guys. This is my bowl that I'm going to drink right now. And then I just put everything in containers, let them cool. And right now they're cool. While I'm doing this voiceover, I'm going to put them in the freezer. And in the morning, I'm just gonna warm up one. I just put a little bit of water into a pot, put it on low, take it from the freezer, put it into the pot from the freezer, put it on low temperature, cover it up and just let it warm. And yeah, that is it. Please don't forget to hit that like button and let me know in the comment section if you appreciate it. And guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you make it to the end, thank you. And let me know also if you're going to make this porridge. Okay, if you're chilling with just your hubby by yourself at home, make him some of these porridge. He will appreciate it. Yes. You can put condensed milk in there if you want. It depends on what you want. I'm just trying to do it on the healthier side. Enjoy. Bye.